Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neil Rule. Darren McCarty out today. Young Justin is in. We have Spencer Raxter. We have KG. We have the Generation 1 Alex in the sound booth. But it is tonight, as a matter of fact. The play-in games for the NCAA tournament begin. So we figured we would catch up with an NCAA tournament legend. Of course, he is our guy, Jack Golke, joining us here on the show.
Legend.
Jack, the legend is back. What's going on, man? Let everybody know, man, what you got going on there in the G League. You got a game tonight, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got the Rockets G League team tonight at home, so we got to get a win. We won last night in March, man. It's all about the madness.
No doubt about that, Jack. But again, appreciate you joining us on a game day as well. I just want to start here, Jack. Like, looking back on it, as you read and as you got farther away now and you're in your professional career and you've been playing around the world, now in the G League and stuff like that, I almost have to chuckle sometimes, man, because I read these stories and The Athletic puts out the heroes of March. You're forever a part of that, man. How much, I guess, how much interaction have you gotten? How many people have been hitting you up besides slappies like me?
It's crazy. It's, I mean, you and I have talked about it before, but like it's something that I could have never planned for or never expected, and now to see my name like in some of those mentions, like, oh, these are the legends of March, and you see like Kemba Walker or Steph Curry or things like that, and I know like I'm not a NBA All-Star, but like to be mentioned with those guys when it comes to March Madness is so awesome, and it's really rewarding. It's really cool, and yeah, I mean, I've been way busier than I expected to be this March, with people asking about interviews and podcasts and all that type of stuff. So I'm really grateful to have those opportunities and that anyone really cares what I have to say.
Jack, give us your path, man. You had the magical run with Oakland, of course. Where have you gone from that day when that run ended to today here?
Yeah, so it's been a winding road, but one that I've been enjoying every step of, and had a ton of opportunities that probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. So after that season was over at Oakland, I played Summer League with the Thunder, and that was an amazing experience, one that I ever planned on having. So to be able to play in the Summer League was really great. And then I went overseas after that, and then after playing overseas in Montenegro, I joined the G League and played with the Wisconsin Herd, my hometown team, so that was awesome. And then finished that G League season with the Pistons team, the Motor City Cruise. And then after that, I hadn't had enough basketball that year, so I joined a team in Mexico for their playoffs just for about a month to be a part of a playoff run there. And that was a ton of fun, got a really cool experience in Mexico, and then had 1 or 2 months off, and then started this past season in Brazil. And man, Brazil was amazing. Can't say enough good things about the country. Just a beautiful place, amazing. Everything was awesome there. I lived right on the beach, so that was quite an experience. And then after that season wrapped up, just came back and joined the G League with the Texas Legends, and that's where I'm playing right now. And we've got, I think, 6 games left in our season, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll still be working out, obviously, but I'm not going to be trying to play all summer.
Jack, I just first have to tell you, the electric ride you gave me in my living room of my college house when I bet on you guys to beat Kentucky was unbelievable. Okay,
boys.
I will say plus 400 as a college sophomore was one of the most unbelievable bets of my life. But the second thing is, I want to know what the intensity is like when you just hit that flow state and you're just bombing threes against Kentucky, living your moment. What is that life like for you on the court? And that's just got to be an unreal experience.
Yeah, I mean, first off, my pleasure. I'm glad we could help you. But no, I mean, that's like that flow state when you're playing that's what you work so hard to achieve. That's what your goal is always to get into that flow state. Or you could capture it, like it's a magical moment. And as a player, like you probably capture it maybe 2 or 3 times a season. And for me, I had done it maybe once or twice before in that season, but to have it in obviously that moment in that type of game, you can't compare it to anything else. And it's a feeling that as an athlete, I'll be chasing for the rest of my career, and probably just will never be able to match because of the magnitude of that stage. And just the feeling of like, as a shooter and as a player, like you always want to be confident. You always want to believe that every shot is going in. But in that moment, especially in that game, like I didn't even shoot an amazing percentage. Like I shot 10, but it just every time, like I thought it was going to go in. There was no doubt in my mind. And I was always like just praying to get the ball back, to get another shot, because I was that confident that it was going to go. To have that type of confidence in a moment like that is something that you try to make it last as long as you can.
And Jack, again, appreciate you joining us, man. It's good to see you and hear from you again. And to add to that, like, it's not just you were going up against some – this is Kentucky. Like, this is the University of Kentucky. You've got 2 top 10 picks as guards on the other side with Reed Sheppard and Rod Dillingham. Take us to that mental place, because you came into that, you know, we're not a Cinderella. We're not an underdog. We're here to take care of business. And you were the best guard on the floor with 2 top 10 picks on the other side.
First off, I just want to say I love the Sana hoodie. Shout out to Sana.
Shout out.
But it was, I mean, yeah, it was something that I think Coach Campy like really prepared us well for. I think he did a great job of like making sure the preparation for that game was the same as any other game we had played, so we weren't too over focused on like exactly who these players were, and we were just worried about, hey, Reed Sheppard likes to score from the right wing, or Rob Dillingham likes to get to his left hand, like whatever it was. We were focused on like the intricacies of the game plan and not so much like really how talented these guys were, because they obviously were uber talented. And yeah, maybe I was the best player on the floor that day, but they've got more millions in the bank than me, so they're doing all right. But, no, it was great. It was an awesome experience, and I'm glad that we did prepare that way, because I think if we would have prepared differently, things might not have gone the same way.
Of course, talking to Jack Golke here, one of the March legends. You'll see his face all over CBS and everything like that. You've been seeing it all over social media as well. Jack, what about that team, right? I think people slept on it a little bit. And like, look, you know that the schedule we played at Oakland, you lived that schedule, and all the teams that we played. I don't think people realize you, Rocket Watts, Trey Townsend, Blake Lampman, you had another shooter as well. You had Isaiah Jones, who transferred to South Florida, who's in the NCAA tournament. Again, they're a chic underdog pick. That team that you guys had, because you and I were joking about it at dinner after the Kentucky game. I asked you, Jack, man, like, where do you get this delusional confidence? I called it, and that whole time, well, you were sitting there in the press conference. You know, we're going to win, and we're not a Cinderella, and all that kind of stuff. Jack, that was rooted in the team that you had. That was a very, very good mid-major team throughout history. It gets lost in the wash sometimes, I guess you could say. But you guys won the conference. You guys won the conference regular season. You won the conference tournament. If you looked around the landscape this year, not a lot of mid-major teams did that.
Yeah, I think that's something that we really hung our hat on that year, especially. Like we were really proud that we weren't just conference tournament champs, or we didn't just beat Kentucky, but like we were double champs. We would always say, like, we won both the regular season and the conference. Like, we proved that we were a really elite team. And looking back on it, I think we're almost like a little disappointed that we didn't beat NC State and continue that run because of how good we thought we were. Like, we saw NC State then go to the Final Four, and we thought, dang, like that could have been us. We could have really cemented our legacy even more if we made that happen. Yeah, I think like you can just tell, like you said, just in mentioning those names. I mean, Trey obviously transferred to Arizona and played in the Big 12, and now he's playing professionally. And Rocket was a super high level player, and Blake and Chris Conway, and I got South Florida and Isaiah Jones advancing in my bracket. So
do I.
We
Jack.
really did have a great team, and and it's I wish that we had more time together, but I think thankfully we did like make the most of that season and kind of make our mark, especially on Oakland history.
All right, Jack, 2 more for you that are kind of spin-offs of what we just talked about. Number one, the biggest question, one of the biggest questions I got about you from people, even to this day, what kind of financial implications did that run have, on your life in this day and age of name, image, and likeness? Obviously not looking for receipts or anything. Can you give somebody an idea of the impact of what that moment did for you financially?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at the beginning when people would ask me that question, I was like nervous to answer, but honestly, like I got nothing to hide, and it's not like I don't think I'm not like trying to brag or anything. Like I really didn't make probably as much money as some people thought. I like the whole thing, especially like the first maybe 2-3 months afterwards, it was below 6 figures, but a really good amount of something. I'm super thankful to have gotten like those opportunities to make that type of money, because I never thought I could, and just thankful like that basically gave me the freedom, it's not life-changing money or anything like that, but it gave me then to, hey, like I just finished college, I don't have any money because I just graduated college, but now I have a little bit of money. I can be comfortable to really focus on now pursuing my pro career before I like really collect a professional paycheck or like whatever it was. But then looking back on it and hearing like, maybe if I had an agent at the time, or I was able to have a real negotiator in my corner, I probably would have made 5 times more than I did, just because I was saying yes to whatever because it sounded like
Jack Golke, bag getter, everybody. Joining the show here on Big D Energy. Jack, one more before we let you go. And again, man, appreciate you joining us on a game day down there playing for the Texas Legends. You can check those games out on ESPN Plus. They broadcast a lot of those games. But Jack, just to follow up to that as well, in the name, image, and likeness era, a lot of the stories, I was reading one this morning, as a matter of fact, in The Athletic, they talked about the death of the Cinderella and how last year, the biggest quote-unquote upset team you had in the Sweet 16 was Arkansas, who was an SEC team and stuff like that. That doesn't really count. What's kind of your interpretation of the way that college basketball is going now, is you are one of the legends of March, and you were quote-unquote from one of those small schools that had a historic moment. Is it sad to you, Jack, that the game looks to be moving on this way, or will we see a bounce back? Will we see some of the mid-majors stand up and maybe somebody make a run?
Yeah, honestly, I think like it might have just been a bit of an overreaction last year to say that there was no like, and that was just kind of the general consensus, but like that there were no Cinderellas. I mean, it was just one season, and like anything can happen in a bracket, so sometimes there won't be really any upsets. And this year, like I definitely think it's super top heavy with the 1 seeds especially, but I do think that some of those higher seed teams can make some noise. And I think, while yeah, like NIL and the money really does accumulate talent with the top teams, at the same time, like they have more players from maybe Division II getting opportunities on mid-major teams. And I think, being a Division II guy myself, like I think those guys can really make an impact, and they can kind of show their stuff then now. So I think it really just kind of shifts the opportunities a little bit, and I think we will see some upsets. We will see some Cinderella stories, and I mean, that's what March is all about. So I'm super excited to watch, and my picks this year as the double-digit seeds are Northern Iowa and South Florida. So we'll see what happens.
All right, there he is, everybody. Real quick in the chat, Alina in the chat says, we miss you at Oakland, Jack. D's 411, this is the former Oakland Golden Grizzlies player. He is, as a matter of fact. Jack Hoffman, what a legend. You are a legend, Jack, man. We appreciate you taking some time on a game day, my friend.
Shout out.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Of course, man. I'll be reaching back out. We got to get you back on when football season comes around, man, and get some good trash talk going again.
I would love to. Go Pack, go.
No, all right, that's enough. All right. Jack Golke, he's still a legend, though, everybody. Jack, appreciate you, man. We'll talk again soon. There he is, guys. Right. Jack Golke, March legend. He's a Wisconsin guy. Yeah. We would go to battle in the airports, on the bus, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to love it, man. I mean, that's all the stuff. Anytime, like the people
You
that were
love
mad,
Jack
the
Goldke.
oh yeah, I love Jack. Who doesn't love Jack Goldke?
Or a
And,
personified.
Like
Yeah.
the people that were mad about Cade rooting for the Cowboys, like it's where he's from, man. If I went somewhere else, I'm not gonna not root for the Lions. Like,
Right.
You gotta respect it.
Hey, and it wasn't 6 figures, but it was 5.
And again, because he talked about it, man. I don't know if I should be telling the story or not, but like we were sitting there at dinner, and like he's getting DMs from TurboTax, and
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
on.
Like,
Hell yeah, we know what's up.
100%,
I
man.
remember we looked at his Instagram the day before and then the day after, and it was like beat ups TurboTax. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, get paid,
Get
man.
that bag, bro.
They're shooting commercials in the lobby of the Marriott,
Yeah.
and we didn't even get like the nice because they do the hotels by seating,
Yeah.
right? So like I forget, was it Creighton that was
You guys
there?
were at a Motel 6 or
We
something?
were at the Marriott that was like big in the 70s there.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And like I
old
think,
Marriott.
was it Creighton that was in? They weren't in our like pod because you know how they jack that all around now. And
Yeah.
like, you talked about it yesterday. Like games for the West region are being played in
Yeah.
Buffalo, and like they messed it all around. So I think it was Creighton in there. Well, when you're a host city, they seed the hotels. They do the hotels by seeding.
Mm-hmm.
So like. You know, Kentucky, I forget which one they were staying at. Like obviously, like
the Hyatt or something?
Yeah,
You're
right.
right. The
And-
nice
They should have switched wings with you guys after
Well,
you
that's
beat them.
we should play for the hotel.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
real
should,
shit.
for
Like,
sure.
you should-
Run them cards.
Yeah. You know what I'm
You should
saying?
have the option to move to the better hotel.
Yeah, they should have done that. You know, like I thought they should have done that, and it was funny too, right? Because like when you're within, I think the rule is 6 hours or whatever. Like the NCAA provides a bus for you, and so like we took the bus. Kentucky put the band on their bus and,
Oh, of
and they
course.
flew their private jet in, and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
and their $20 million payroll. That was March, man. Like that's the magic of this tournament. And NCAA and powers that be and TV networks, please, I implore you, just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. You can't make it better than it. You can't make everything better all the time. Just leave it alone. We don't need to expand it to 200 teams. Just leave it alone the way that it is. Please. I beg you guys. Please. It's fine the way it is, everybody. But what a moment that was, man. That was a lot of fun.
So what you're saying is that NC State won because DJ Burns had better access to a bigger buffet?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't speak to that.
That's a fair argument.
I know they had the
thing.
quote unquote nicer hotel. I know that. So, that's what I'm saying. Woodward Sports chat thread. Great Lakes 24 with the super chat. What are your thoughts on the new U.S. soccer kits for the World Cup? The waving flag one is dumb. The blue ones with the stars on it go pretty hard. Yeah.
The blue one's very
The blue
tough.
ones, the red one's corny, bro.
Yeah, I don't like the. I thought it, like when I heard the concept because they were talking about.
I thought it was gonna be
thought it was
sweet.
going to be sweet,
Yeah.
and then they came. I was like, eh.
No, absolutely. Jack's my guy, though, man.
Shout out,
yeah.
Jack.
Mike O, Pewaukee High School in Wisconsin is all right with Mike O. Yeah,
Hey,
Pewaukee
shout
High
out.
School is
Hey,
a
he
matter
won
of
me triple figures on that bet, and when you're a college kid, that goes a long way.
fact. Yeah, no doubt, man. Jack, thanks for having me on. You guys are always hilarious.
Shout out.
I
Hey,
appreciate it. All right, man,
legend.
let's take the break and let's get things rocking and rolling here. Tell them about Black Rock.
I will tell them about Black Rock. Listen, go to a Black Rock restaurant near you today. It's not just a great night for dinner or date night. You could also go enjoy their happy hour specials and their full bar. Go to blackrockrestaurants.com to find a location near you today. It's Black Rock, baby.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Neil Rule here for Planet Fitness. Over 50 Metro Detroit Planet Fitness locations. And for just $24.99 a month, you get access to them all with the Black Card option. I'll be rolling out after the show. Didn't get into it this morning, but, I'll be paying that bill. It's due. I'll be paying that bill at Planet Fitness, and you can too. Bring a guest as many times as you want. Also, it's all there for you with the Planet Fitness Black Card. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule, Young Justin in for DMAC KG, Spencer Raxer, the Generation 1, Alex here in the building as well. All of you. And, appreciate Jack coming on a game day, too. That's pretty clutch. Woodward Sports Chat Thread, FJ, thanks for having Jack on. Good to hear from him again. Appreciate it. I know he's a great character. There is no doubt about it. Sideless in the Super Chat. All I know is if you put the U.S. men's soccer team in Michigan, we'd probably win a few golds. Toughen them up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, so O'Brien in the Super Chat. Oakland beating Kentucky was the best ever. That was a lot of fun.
It was epic.
No doubt. It was incredible to be a part of. I remember I did 17 or 18 interviews. Campy didn't go to bed.
Damn.
Campy did interviews around the clock, around the world.
Wow.
Like it was insane, man.
Gotta love the grind.
Yeah, it was
Shout out Campy,
absolutely
too.
insane. Yeah, Camp's our guy. We got to get Camp on during the college
Love
basketball
Coach, man.
season. Okay, so Woodward Sports. Yesterday, Red Wings. I rolled out to the game. I didn't like what I saw, certainly in the first period. There was so many uneasiness, Justin, in that first. What is the deal? Why can't they put 60 minutes together?
They're not complete.
And it's a talk show, Justin.
I know. I mean,
We're waiting.
They're just not complete. They come out slow. There's no consistency. I think there's a lot of young players who are trying to play, like we always talk about it, trying to play elevated roles that they're not ready for. And but it's something culturally for these first periods. Like when you are the worst scoring team in the first period, it's not just like the players. It is a culture thing. Like you can't be just that bad in the first period every single game. Like it's like, and it's the same thing with they brought in Perron because when Larkin got jumped, no one jumped back. Like this is hockey. And the game might be modernizing, but that's still an element that's in the game. Like you get your get back, especially for your captain. And I think that this team, you remember the Buffalo Lightning game? I think it was a week ago now when they played an absolute 7-6, and they were fighting and brawling, and Buffalo, Rasmus Dahlin got hit, and he got up and just fought him. And the whole Buffalo Sabres team just grabbed the closest Lightning player, and they got into a bench brawl. And I'm not saying you got to get into a bench brawl, but you got to protect your captain. And I just think there's a cultural element that is not there right now.
Now, I want people to understand what John Gibson's doing yesterday.
Please let them know.
And doing this season, man. Because John Gibson, if not for John Gibson,
We would have lost.
full on.
Oh, easily.
Full on.
Lost
Like
that game.
this would be a crisis right now. Like
Yes.
a meltdown. Like a hockey recession, it would be if it wasn't for John Gibson, right? John Gibson deserves his flop. No matter how this turns out, and say he gives up a bad goal or whatever, or something like that, and costs him. He's bought equity.
Yeah.
I want everyone to remember this right now. John Gibson has bought equity in this town. He saved their ass yesterday.
AKA, you mind your mouths when you talk about John Gibson.
Yeah, you shut your mouth when you're talking about John Gibson.
Fucking right.
All right? But for real, yesterday what he did, because Calgary, what they finished with? 28 shots, something like that?
28,
28 shots?
21. How are you getting outshot by the worst offensive team in the NHL?
By far.
They-
Worst
they-
offensive team, most penalty minutes. They went in the bot. Calgary did everything on brand last night.
Yep.
And if DeBrincat and Kane were out on the ice, man, it was a football. It was a 6-3 football game out there. Sans when DeBrincat and Kane were out there on the ice. And look, I get it, man. Larkin's out and it hurts. I understand that. He's up for reevaluation in 2 weeks, which I wouldn't get all hopped up and all excited about it too, because when a team says they'll be back for reevaluation, that doesn't mean he'll be playing in 2 weeks. It means they'll reevaluate in 2 weeks. They gotta, and this is the week, everybody. This, you know me, guys. I don't make more out of regular season stuff like a lot of other people do. Because until you live it and go through it, you understand that it is truly a day-to-day thing. This week will determine the future.
Yes.
That this week will determine the playoff situation. If they can, they got to get what we say, Spenny. It was an 8-point homestand. They got to get what, 6?
Yep.
However they get them. I'd take 5, but I want 6.
Yeah, I
5
agree.
keeps you alive.
5 keeps you alive. If you win, if you get 4 points these next 2 games, you're pretty much in the playoffs. Like you're looking at 2 Eastern Conference teams that you cannot allow to creep in on you, and not a lot of teams in the NHL would be able to lose their 1 and 2 seed at the same time and still be a good team.
No.
That doesn't happen. Yeah. So the Red Wings have been scratching and clawing to get as many points as they can, and you saw some guys step up last night when they needed to beat a bad team in Calgary. But Montreal coming into town on Thursday, they're not the Calgary Flames. Boston coming into town on Saturday, they're not the Calgary Flames.
No, nobody's a Calgary Flames.
These are physical, aggressive teams that you're going to have to go out there and take care of business against. You can't allow bad turnovers in your own zone. You can't be blowing opportunities on power plays when you're going up against them. So if you go out there and you get 4 points in these next 2 games, you're looking at a damn good lock to make the playoffs.
Yes, you are. And you got the Sens right after that as well. That's a game, those are 3 games against your direct competition in the wild card and the Atlantic. You have to win them. And man, I hope that they need this day off desperately, because you could tell they were checked out at the end of the 3rd period. There, they need to be able to refresh.
Well, that was the
their
thing
legs.
too. Calgary's at the end of a trip, and in the third period, they looked like they just wanted to go to the airport.
Yep.
They didn't push. They made one push that the final 10 minutes of the game, one push. They didn't score, and they were like, all right, let's just go to the airport and get out of here. Like that, I didn't truly understand, because I don't watch a lot of Calgary Flames hockey unless they're playing Edmonton or whatever. And even then, it's not appointment viewing. It's bad there, man.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Well, yeah, they traded Kadri and Anderson, their 2 best players, and now they're
waiting for it to be over.
They are the Wings if the Wings lost Sider and Cat on top of Larkin. That's where they are right now. And, they got a good Tendy over there, so it did feel nice to pop 5 on him. He is one of the.
He was very good yesterday.
Yeah, he was very good, and he's one of the league's best young goaltenders. So I think that's a step in the right direction for a team that looked anemic on offense over the weekend. So hopefully they can take this momentum into Montreal. They got to score on the power play, though. They have got to figure out these power plays. They moved everything around, and they put Raymond on the second unit, and they're doing a full split, half and half, and unlike the full 2 minutes that they run when Larkin is healthy. They got to just figure something out that's successful.
Yeah, because once they move the lines around, Lucas Raymond, and we all love Lucas Raymond. Yep. He's been missing in action, bro.
Yeah.
Missing in action.
I disagree. I think Lucas Raymond was great last night, and what he was doing, he had multiple opportunities where he put some nasty sauces right on the doorstep that should have been easy goals for both Emmett Finney and David Perron, and they blew both of them. He can only do so much. He can't make the insane pass between traffic and put the puck in the back of the net at the same time. He had an insane pass to start the breakaway to what's his name, Albert Johansson, who kicked it over to Emmett Finney for his goal. And I think Lucas Raymond's been playing great.
I still want to see more goals. He still needs to be more aggressive when he gets in the slot. He's doing a great job facilitating. He's doing a great job at driving that line as well, because Emmett Finney appears to not be fully ready to play center yet, even though he is a true center. But so I do appreciate all of Raymond's game in the 200-foot, but I need him to, especially without Larkin, because the goals, they're going to come more from Raymond than they are going to come from Finney, Casper, Perron, you name it. So
see, I actually liked Perron last night. I did, just in terms of because you're talking about physicality and whatnot.
He was bringing it.
He was bringing some physicality,
he was setting the tone
in the corners.
And
that was a nice little pickup for
I
basically
like that a lot. He was a solid depth scoring pickup, but I still think that the price to pay, even though it was a premium on Robert Thomas, would have been a good thing for this franchise.
All right, Supreme Lending would be a good thing for you if you're going to buy a home or you're going to refinance a home. Supreme Lending is the move because, like in sports, you need the right team behind you. That's why we're proud to welcome Supreme Lending to the Woodward Sports family. They're a full-service lender. They have a 99% on-time closing rate, 97% customer satisfaction score. But here's the game changer. When you apply for an eligible loan, mention Woodward Sports, you'll get up to $500 off of your appraisal. That is correct. To score this deal, call the numbers you see on the screen right now. Get in contact with Chad or Chris. And hey, guys, they're it, man. You know they're going to take care of you. They pop on the show. They're regular sports fans like the rest of us. We chop it up about sports, but they can really get you going for your mortgage lending needs. They have all the programs that are available. They have the 0% down payment program available to you as well. Give them a call. I mean, hey, if you're thinking about getting in the market, give them a call. See what it looks like for you. Supreme Lending. Welcome to Woodward Sports.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10, 5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Mims.
Neil Rule here for Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting, a fine dining flavor. We'll be on the scene in Washington on Thursday for the NCAA Tournament watch party. That's right, Art and Jake's having us out there. We'll be drinking the Sun Cruisers, the Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. We'll be doing all of it, and you can take advantage if you come on out. The elite menu, they're the best, man. It's not just hey, what sauce do you want on your boneless wings? Like, no, it's much more than that. It is Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting, a fine dining flavor. All right, so there was an NFL trade that went down as we were sitting here talking. Jalen Waddle got traded from the Miami Dolphins to the Denver Broncos. It was Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos for the Broncos' first-round pick and their third-round pick, and they flopped fourth-round picks. So it's a fourth-round pick swap.
Yeah.
For a first, a third, and Jalen Waddle. So that is the scenario. So he will go, and now I can't wait for the math people to tell me, oh, they traded a fourth round. They traded a fourth-round pick for him. No, they just did a pick swap in the fourth.
Yeah.
That's your favorite shit.
It's true.
The Lions didn't trade three third-round picks.
Yeah.
We lost our third-round pick.
First, third, and fourth. Wow, that's a lot. No, they flopped. They did a swap, everybody. So, yeah, a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a fourth-round pick swap for Jalen Waddle. So there that is. They're out there. And I was actually going to look real quick.
Good pickup by the Broncos. A little pricey, but good pickup.
Very pricey.
Yeah, pricey.
They haven't had a receiver of his caliber, though, and
No, that's true.
probably a little minute. So
Yeah,
But I don't know if that's the guy I'd be going all like. Do you
I feel
consider
you.
Jalen Waddle a number one wide receiver?
no, he's a two,
Yeah,
but he's a
true.
really good two.
He's really good too.
Yeah.
One of
When
the best
healthy.
twos in the league.
He's
When
injured
healthy.
a lot too.
Yeah, when healthy.
I know
for
he's got a
sure.
real low cap number. I'm actually looking that up right now, as a matter of fact. This year, cap hit $5 million. So I get that. But next year, 27.
Is Cortland Sutton still on the
He
books?
is. Yeah,
So
he
they
is.
Sutton 1,
14 million.
Yeah.
14 million for Cortland
Then
Sutton.
you got Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, that combo.
It's not a bad wide receiver.
not bad.
Not
Not bad at all.
for Bo Nix to throw to.
He needs targets. So.
He does need targets.
First and a third is kind of pricey.
I guess how
It
many
is.
wide
That's right.
sure.
If I'm
receivers can you have?
going all like that's an all-in move in my opinion. You're trading a first-round pick. That's an all-in move.
Yeah.
If I'm going all in, it's going for an established number one wide receiver, not a guy that is
Right.
at best a two and injury prone. I mean, he brings a skill set that not a lot of guys have, but like,
Is he that much better than Michael Pittman?
Yes.
At a $5 million
I
cap
believe
hit.
so, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
He's
that's
better
part
than
of the
Pittman.
allure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The Dolphins
How much
now,
dead cap do they take?
they have moved up to 108 million in dead cap. They are
Jesus
taking a gap
Christ.
here.
Once you said
Taking
100,
water.
I'm
the
like,
Dolphins could, if they do this right, they're gonna be good soon.
Well, it's interesting you brought that up.
I got a
Great
lot of
segue,
picks.
Spenny. They pick number 11. They pick number 30. They pick number 43. They pick number 75. They pick number 87. They pick number 90. They pick number 94.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then they have 2 7s.
If you fuck that up, Steven Ross in the game, if y'all fuck this one up, I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. For
Heads
real.
on spikes. At
They
that
have
point.
seven of the first 94 picks.
Wow.
That's insane.
So
War chesting, man.
there they go.
How long was the Malik contract for?
Which
Two
one?
2 or 3 years, Malik Willis?
yeah, I
years?
think two
Yeah.
or 3
Yeah,
years.
That's perfect, too. That's a nice gap.
Yeah, because you
he
can
ain't gonna
find
stay that whole
out. Well,
time.
you'll be able to find out, is there something there?
Yeah.
Is Malik your guy or not?
Right.
He won't
And
make
if
it
not,
late
if
for
he's
the
bad
contract.
enough, you'll be in for a top 10 pick anyways.
Yeah.
You get a quarterback.
And I think that's
he'll
their
be
goal.
leaving.
Yeah.
So
Because why would you trade Jalen Waddle? I think that's their goal. They're trying to get
Yeah.
another high pick next year.
yeah, so
Not
it's
mad at it.
it's crazy how
They got rid of Tua and they're like, all right, let's
It's
take it
about
seriously.
time. Shit, tear this
Right?
shit down.
let's burn it down, man. Like that's what they're doing. There's another thing too. On June 2nd, the Dolphins now hold $108 million of dead cap space, which represents 35% of their adjusted salary cap for the upcoming season, second only to the Saints, who have $115 million. But the cap's not real. That's what Saints fans were telling me on social media. Because they sign free agents, the cap's not real.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
right.
Also, too, on June 2nd, their dead cap number will go over $174 million once the contracts of Tua and Bradley Chubb are processed. It'll be 56% of Miami's adjusted salary cap.
You want to talk
So,
about getting ready to take some swings.
but I mean, to mitigate that, they have 7 of the top 94 picks in the
Yeah,
draft.
you ain't doing shit this year or the year after anyway. So
Yeah, so that's
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's
Dolphins have set themselves up nicely.
No, they have though. If you blow this one,
as nicely as you can set yourself up.
Yeah.
After the Tua situation and the Tyreek Hill situation
And it's like,
and the Chubb situation.
and they're not even really giving. They didn't have like premier players to give. Like it's kind of like secondary adjacent guys, and I thought they got a good return for everybody they moved.
Yeah,
bro, if A-Chain is available and like not injured at the trade deadline, they're gonna get something for him too.
For sure.
I just trade everybody at this point.
you know what they're probably doing though? They're probably going to be like, look, it probably won't work.
But,
Stop
What if it
Stop
does?
it.
You know,
What if it does?
What if Malik works?
Then you would have kept Jalen Waddle.
No, I'm saying though, like what?
Why would you deprive him of more talent?
Because they're giving us a first and a third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, I think most first-round pick wide receivers are Jalen Waddle adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in
100%.
this year's draft.
And that's a hit. Like you
Yeah.
can say Jalen Waddle's a
Oh,
hit.
absolutely.
for sure.
agree.
He was a hit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Consistent. Like
He's just injured. That's all.
yeah,
He's injury prone.
But consistently good when he wasn't injured. So.
Yeah.
Buster Scruggs. Of all the jobs in sports, everyone thinks they're a GM the most. Hey, Buster Scruggs, no, dude. Like you're 100% right because that's the fantasyization. Because they run a fantasy team, they think they could run a real team.
That's why GM mode exists on 2K.
Bingo. Everyone plays 2K or Madden, and they think that they can run a franchise. I'm salty. You can do stuff like that when you have third-round picks and a quarterback on a rookie contract. Well, I don't understand what having third-round picks did facilitate like that deal. You know, you talk about on Denver side.
Denver side,
Denver
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know,
He was ready.
what's that? Well, I didn't understand.
Deal,
Like,
be ready to go, man.
Denver's in the same position Detroit was 2 years ago.
They are?
Let's see how they bounce back.
right?
Yeah.
And they're making the moves, right?
Yep.
So
I mean, all they had to fix was their offense. Their defense was great last year. So
Yeah.
They're working on fixing that offense, and they'll be a contender again.
Well, their
bogey time. Waddle going off for 17 touchdowns. Ease up, everybody.
all right, yeah.
You're right.
There's always that, man.
Oh, of course.
Like deal breaks. We confirm details of deal. We talk about deal.
Fantasize
38
about.
seconds later,
Right.
whoever got traded is going to have 17 touchdowns.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who it is.
That is true.
The ski mask boy. Broncos are becoming the Bills of the West. What do you think about that, Spenny?
I mean, we'll see. They're still very early into their window,
Yeah.
so and we know the Broncos have cashed them in before, so it's not like they without a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We got breaking Michigan news.
I knew you were gonna read this. I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, Marty's gonna bring this up." Go
Of
ahead.
course.
According to Big Dogs
He can't help
2025 in the chat with
Yep.
a Z, Big Dogs with a Z.
Most
Whittingham.
surprising news.
Kyle Whittingham has said Bryce Underwood is the clear number one. All caps, let's go!
Wait, you serious?
11 touchdowns loading.
God, I really.
Not Jake Garcia?
No.
Wow. Rats.
Dang it, man.
Ah, man.
I was really hoping for a change.
I love that he drops the let's go in all caps.
Let people be happy,
this is
Damn.
Trevor Lawrence coming back after his freshman
Not
year.
everybody wants to be miserable as a Michigan fan.
Like it's Johnny Manziel coming back
we
after
can't
his
do
freshman
nothing,
year.
Maybe
dog.
we just want to hope that he's gonna have a good year.
Like it's Marshall
damn,
Falk
like,
coming
what's the-
back
what's the
after his
problem
freshman
with
year.
that?
like,
Like-
damn, we're fans. Like,
It's fucked up, man.
Did you think he wasn't
Yeah,
coming
no,
back? You're
I can't
$13
lie. I
million
don't-
into this guy.
Exactly. I don't want to be a dick, but
Yeah.
we're paying him the money. He's starting.
No, that was without question. But hopefully he has a QB coach this time.
Drop a let's go on the end of that. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go, Bryce. Generational run coming up.
generational.
Chasing immortality.
Chasing immortality. That's so funny.
Sideless. Did we not draft a wide receiver who broke our rookie touchdown record with that third? Yes, sideless we did, but people don't want to hear that. So, Mike G, Bryce. All caps.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's our QB. Come on.
Shake Spenny.
My coach is a Mormon. Fuck that OnlyFans stuff. We ain't doing none of that this year. My coach on the straight and narrow, man. I'm excited. my boy celibate. I'm excited, bro. Fuck you talking about?
We went from chasing women to chasing soda.
Right. I'm looking forward to this year, man.
Plug in the bathtub filled up and everything.
Yep.
We're from 3 hoes to 3 wives. We're talking commitment here.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's a good place to take a break. tell him about Gold Crown, please.
Let me tell you about Gold Crown.
Oh, man.
Pause the takes for a second because Gold Crown just dropped something that is absolutely unfair. The new Royal Junior Jesters, 5 pre-rolls, 3.5 grams total, coated with keef and live resin and THCA infused. They aren't your grandma's hit twice and hope pre-rolls. They are why am I so locked into this game right now pre-rolls. Perfect for game days, celebrating wins, or when your team's down bad. No rolling, no prep, just light it up. Michigan-made, premium quality. Next time you're at a dispo, ask for Royal Junior Jesters because if you're going to smoke, smoke like royalty with Gold Crown today.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5. Touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk into any Lady Jane's for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment from one of their talented stylists. Take advantage of their $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Young Justin, KG, Spencer Raxter, Generational Alex in the sound booth today. You know, one thing that really pissed me off last night driving home from the Red Wings game. Number one, the winter blizzard squall that I drove through that left the freeways a hockey rink, and then 10 minutes later it didn't snow at the place it was crazy last night.
It was
crazy. That weather was crazy. But number two, I flip on I knew the Penguins were playing Colorado because I was talking to my son about the playoff picture, and I flipped on the Devils game to hear them win in overtime. The Devils win in overtime with 6 seconds left, so I was happy. And then I turned on the Penguins game, and they're up 7-2 over Colorado.
Damn. I don't know how the Pens are doing it without Crosby. They're still a wagon.
Like, I was legit mad about that. Legit mad. Woodward Sports chat thread. Kenneth Matthews. Will he have a passing attack? He didn't have a passing game at Utah. I see no change.
I see no change.
Sorry, that dude just curbed his car really hard.
Yeah, I did. I heard that.
I just think his quarterback last year, Devin Dampier, was very challenged passing the ball downfield. He was an RPO run first quarterback. I do think that Bryce will have more elements of the run game this year, but I do think he's a more gifted passer than Devin Dampier, a career mid-major guy. Yep, give me the blank stare. Yep,
Agreed.
it's Michigan propaganda season. Neil.
So you mean the $12 million guy is better than the mid-major quarterback?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
I'd sure hope so, Neil.
I would sure hope so too, because I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I've seen flashes of it.
Have you seen it?
Not for a full 60 minutes. No, I have not.
Okay.
Mr. Granular over here.
Just like the Red Wings.
That is true.
It's a Michigan theme.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Mike G. Leave him alone, Neil. Yeah, man. Go blue. What do you mean me leave him alone?
Michigan fans just want to have fun, Neil. Damn. Can we have fun, too?
Not if it's something dumb like, hey, he's the starter. Let's go. No shit, he's the starter.
Let people be excited, man.
Why would you be excited about that?
Because that means it's not going the other way. That's what it I'm just saying.
So wait a minute. So I'm closer to being right than you guys want to admit then.
Oh, my God, bro. Just glaze yourself, why don't you?
I'm trying to drill
God
down
damn.
on it.
Krispy
How can you be
Kreme in this
excited? That would be like, what? That would be like the Chiefs going, Patrick Mahomes starting the game. Let's go.
They could start Justin Fields. You never know.
Tom Brady starting this year. Let's go.
Leave him alone, man. Stall him out, Neil, would you?
Why am I the bad guy?
Would you stall him out?
Who do you think has better Heisman odds, Bryce Underwood or Lenore Sellers?
Yo,
Well, I'm sure Bryce does.
Yeah, he does.
I'm sure he does. I mean,
Why you got to say it like that?
Is he second? Hold on. Now I got to look. Hold on. You guys talk about something for a minute. I'm going to look.
I have
looking
it
for
right
an
here.
angle.
He's 12th in Heisman odds.
Bryce?
Yeah.
One for almost every touchdown.
You looking for any angle, Justin.
The stats teed Neil up for that one so
Hey,
good.
that's my job up here. Just got to tee it up.
One
Yep.
for every million. One for almost every passing touchdown.
Maybe he'll get 15 touchdowns next. How many touchdowns for Bryce to score, Neil? For
Actually,
you
he's
to be
16th.
happy?
What's that?
How many touchdowns for Bryce to score next year for you to be happy?
Well, you guys told me he would have 30 his first year.
We did not say
Yes.
that.
Don't say
Nobody came out with
Spenny?
an exact number. He always run the spinny, too.
Nobody had it. It was for sure around
Yeah, let's
30.
run-
Nobody had an
I said
exact
12.
number, bro.
Here's why, dude. Because when he came out and said, you've never seen a freshman like me, what did I do, Spenny? I busted out the computer. I went right to Trevor Lawrence. I went right to Johnny Football. And I said, okay, so if we've never seen a freshman like you before.
So you came up with the number.
You will have 37 touchdowns. You'll run for 15. You'll throw for over 3,000 yards.
So
pushing
you
4,000
placed that
yards.
expectation on
No,
him.
no. I was just reacting to what I was told.
Huh.
I
Who
was
told
doing-
you that?
Well,
You
yeah,
told
who
yourself
told you that? Because
He did.
I told you. Okay, he might have told you that, but I told you
No,
he was
stop.
going to
No,
have.
stop
he
right there.
talking about
Stop
he
right
did.
there. He might have told you that. No, he did.
Oh.
He did. So I went and I did the math.
He's not even a Michigan fan. He more mad than we is. It's crazy.
I know.
It makes no sense.
It's every week, Justin.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows.
35 to 1.
We haven't even got to
Actually,
Neil's favorite bit yet.
Right.
So he has the same odds as Lenora Sellers and John Mateer.
Yep.
And they play Oklahoma again this
They
year.
do.
They do play.
Looking
Oklahoma.
forward to that at the big house this time. So.
That's right.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
Look at you like what?
You know what you looking at me like.
Spen, you've been quiet about this.
Your man's not fit to help you. You a solo dolo. This is your argument against us.
I'm just curious.
No,
to get his take on
1v1.
it.
Don't go to Spit. He 1v1 this shit.
He's on the show too. He's a valued member of the show.
He a state fan and he don't hate on us as much as you do.
That's true. That's true.
Spenny, your thoughts on this?
I'm cool with Bryce starting. Run it back.
Why? Why aren't you terrified?
Because he doesn't think Bryce is a threat.
He doesn't really scare me that much, no.
Why not?
Based off of what he did his freshman year, It was not the greatest showing for him, but I do think he's going to get better.
He didn't have a quarterback coach.
I would hope he gets better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would
There's
expect
nowhere
him
to go
get
but
better.
up. Shit.
He could only communicate with more through OnlyFans. That was their DM.
Right.
It took him a minute to get it through there.
So if Bryce is a mid-season, but they go 10-2, are you gonna say that Bryce had a bad season
What do you mean if he has what's a mid-season?
statistically? Because Michigan quarterbacks are not necessarily elevated to the best place of putting up Heisman level stats.
Okay.
Which I'm not saying. Do not twist that. I'm not saying he's going to be remotely close to winning the Heisman next year.
Okay, so here's...
I'm not letting you twist my words.
Right.
What do you mean?
See how you got to qualify every
Yeah, I
single
got to qualify
statement you
everything
make?
I said. If I kept that open, you would have been like, oh, so you think he's going to be a contender for the Heisman next year?
Here's what I expect then is about 3,700 yards, about 35 to 40 passing touchdowns, and probably about 10 to 12 rushing touchdowns.
So what, is he winning the Heisman?
Well, no, because like I was told we've never seen a freshman like him before.
He's a sophomore now, Neil.
Well,
Let
that's
it
what I'm
go.
saying.
He's
So-
a sophomore.
So if he's going to get better, and we've never seen a freshman like him before, I'm doing the math.
Okay.
Is that crazy? Is that crazy expectation?
I think that's a little aggressive.
What's the numbers you put out?
Considering that he had 12 touchdowns last year, I think that's a little aggressive.
What'd you say? What's the number?
3,600 yards, 36 passing touchdowns.
3,600, 36. Yeah, you'll probably fall short of that. So.
But if we've never seen a freshman like him before,
Once again, he's a sophomore.
okay.
So
Well, that's
fine.
Okay, because that's
you holding him to 2025? Like I don't.
No, that's Trevor Lawrence's sophomore season.
Okay. So you think you want him to be Trevor Lawrence?
Did Trevor Lawrence have a quarterback coach his freshman year?
I don't know.
He did.
Don't
Did
hit
he?
me with that. I don't know. Of
He
course
also,
did.
yeah, but Dabo Sweeney was also his head coach, and he
That's
made it
true.
through.
Well,
Dabo Sweeney's
Dabo
better than
Sweeney
Sharon.
has a
Jesus
history
Christ.
of developing NFL quarterbacks.
And
Does
that-
Sharon Moore? No.
And that head coach isn't in jail.
The only thing Sharon Moore is developing
So
is
it's the coach.
side
So it's
relationships.
Sharon Moore's fault now.
That Bryce probably didn't perform up to expectations. 100%.
Yeah, he takes some blame.
Take some
The
blame.
fuck? I don't think that's the craziest fucking statement in the world. He takes
It
some
falls
blame.
on multiple people, Neil. It falls on Bryce.
Nobody's
Falls on
absolving
Sharon.
Bryce. Bryce needs to get better, but Sharon is a big part of that. Yes, you can't excuse that. He pulled up to a white bitch's crib with a butter knife.
So, all right.
What do you mean?
Okay. Hey,
That matters, bro. I'm sorry.
Dabo Sweeney said, "I build my program in the name, image, and likeness of God."
Is
Like
that showing up to your side piece's house with a butter knife?
Okay.
Is that the same thing?
KG? Okay.
Okay.
Can we baseline this? Then
Yeah,
fine.
please,
I'm
please
willing
do.
to let all that go.
All right.
I'm willing. What about the now? Now is everything in place this year? Are we okay this year?
He's in a better position this year, yes.
No, is it all in place this year?
No, it's not
No, it's
all
not
in
in place.
place,
It's a
but
new
he's in a
coach.
better position
So what's
this
he
year.
lacking now?
We don't know yet, man. We got to see.
We
He's
gotta
got a
see.
whole new staff.
We got to see and then find out what to blame it on.
Bro, he has a whole new staff this year.
So that's it. So when is it going to be ready to go?
God, man. This should be a better showing from him this year, and the way their schedule looks, I think they can win 9 games, maybe 10.
As a Michigan fan, I think you should be expecting the playoffs. You should be expecting him to be in Heisman contention, and if he's not, you should be disappointed. You paid $14 million for him. He's the #1 recruit in the nation. You now have one of the better coaches in college football who's going to have a great transfer portal. His defense is going to be setting him up with a lot of opportunities. I don't think you can have an excuse if he doesn't perform.
I expect him to win 10 games, and I expect him to be a top 30 quarterback.
I don't care about the Heisman.
I don't care about that. I
team
care about
success.
wins.
Yeah, I don't care about the Heisman. I think 9 to 10 wins. I would like maybe double the amount of touchdowns he got last year.
Oh,
would
22.
I would like,
So like Navy's quarterback.
At least,
Hey,
I've-
they throw the ball now.
If there's something I've learned from, this state's football, it's set low expectations and you'll always be pleasantly surprised.
Sounds like the Michigan way, I guess.
Yeah. Because that's odd, because I was told generational.
Leaders in the
Alex.
best.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Come
Alex.
I
on,
didn't tell you
man.
generational.
Come
You're
on.
taking
You don't just come on,
Neil,
man.
you never said anything crazy when you were 18?
What do you, to the media? To the national media?
Yeah.
No, to the people in my Cato Tavern, yes, he did. But
I was an adult then.
oh, okay, even worse.
Yeah. Let me see here. I'm peeping that schedule real quick.
It's a gauntlet. It's pretty brutal.
It is, but I think 9 is achievable.
But they have,
at Ohio State,
they
at
have
Oregon.
a lot of games at home.
with the possibility to play yourself into the playoff if you get that 10th win somewhere. So.
I think you guys should be expecting playoffs. Not arguable. You should be expecting playoffs. Like, you got the coach, you got the transfers, you have your quarterback, the number 1 recruit in the nation. If you don't make, you should be
Well, the
expecting
coach
playoffs.
hasn't been there yet.
Yeah.
I just said I expect 10 wins. 10 wins gets you in the playoffs. I think that you should be able to beat Ohio State, Oregon, or Oklahoma one time. One of the 3.
All right,
I expect
so-
you to beat them one of the 3.
I like to do it this way. Just looking at their schedule. I don't know how we got on this, but we did. Western Michigan, UTEP, Iowa, Minnesota, Rutgers, Michigan State, UCLA. So how many is that right there?
I guess.
All of them.
Yeah.
8 or 7.
1,
I was not counting.
2, 3.
I got them 9 and
4,
3. With maybe getting lucky
5, 6.
against Ohio State.
7 are baked in.
Yeah.
Yep.
7 are wins no matter what.
Agreed.
They
I
should
count
be, yes.
that Penn State game as baked in.
Yeah, I
come
forgot
on.
about that one
Yeah,
too.
we-
That's
At home.
8.
Who's
That's-
even their coach now?
We don't know.
Matt
knows.
Campbell from Iowa State.
Oh, yeah.
He brought.
Oh, shit.
So you have 8 wins already.
You're
Yes.
playing Iowa State's B team.
Yeah.
They need some things to go their way. Like I said, Ohio State maybe. I don't think you're beating Indiana. That's a auto loss.
You got them at home.
So even still, it's Indiana, bro. They're a wagon. So
I did miss Indiana.
yeah,
Well, they're also they're
they're gonna lose that game.
the number 1 pick in the NFL draft is going to be their quarterback.
Yeah.
Like you don't just plug somebody else in there and it works out.
Hoover's pretty good though. He's not as good as Mendoza, but he's pretty good.
So the games in question: Oklahoma at home, Indiana at home, at Oregon, at Ohio State.
They getting the Oklahoma dub.
I think you should beat Oklahoma.
You getting the
I think
Oklahoma dub.
Oklahoma and OSU.
Venables
Shit,
is not a good coach. I think you told me that last year, and I
Yeah.
really watched the way that he coaches.
Yeah,
and he's
it's
a
bad.
dumbass.
Yeah, 100%. Like
So-
you can see it.
Shit, as bad as that game was last year, they could have won if things had went
Yeah.
differently. So I'm just saying.
They were the Justice Haynes touchdown not getting called back away from being.
And that's
in that
another thing you never account for, how much Michigan runs the ball as well. So that could also affect Bryce's stats. Not trying to say it accounts for everything, but it's also a factor.
That was Morris'
They
favorite
run the
play.
ball very well. So.
Snitching Shad 216 brings up a good point. Now, this I'll excuse from your coaching staff. Moore just ain't have that dog in him if he showed up with a butter knife.
That's true.
There you go.
Big facts.
Soft.
Yeah, big soft.
Cry for attention.
Yes. Mike G, is this segment over? It's getting super fruity. Mike G, Mike G's crashing out right now.
You know, yeah. Shout out Mike G. Man.
Yeah.
Fight the good fight.
He is. He's crashing out.
Mike G, my
Chris
dog.
Blackburn, Neil is making himself sound like an idiot. I didn't say any of this. This is what I'll never understand about you guys, KG.
What I won't
I
understand about
didn't
you
say any
is
of
why are you still holding him to a freshman fucking standard?
Because he didn't get there yet.
Okay, it's a new year. We'll see what he got.
New year, new Bryce.
But you can't keep saying, "Oh, you've never seen a freshman like me." He's not a freshman anymore. Let it go.
So we've never seen a sophomore like him.
Nobody is saying
Did-
that.
did he
He's
say
not
that?
saying
No.
that. We're not saying that.
We got to get Neil into a press conference for Michigan football and have him ask, has anybody ever seen a sophomore like you before?
Your freshman record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And you said, quote, we've never seen a freshman like you.
I'll put some money forward to make that happen.
What would you say about, have we seen a sophomore like you
Oh my
before?
God.
That would be pretty electric. Okay.
You done?
I never said it.
He's just getting started.
I never said it. Oh, I love you, Neil.
Tell
You're
him
the
about
best.
Loom.
Let me tell you about Loom Cannabis. They are the best dispensary in the game. Tax season stressing you out? Take a break at Loom Cannabis. Right now, score 40% off when you spend $80 or more with promo code TAXBREAK80, running through March 22nd. And if you are new to Loom, you get a free ounce of shake for just stopping in. And that's good shake, too. Don't sleep on the shake there. Plus, your first 3 visits come with a freebie, so choose a Loom Eighth, a 200 milligram gummy, or a 1 gram cart when you spend just $20. Find Loom today at their 41 locations from Southfield to Petoskey. They're everywhere.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy the DMAG trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game performing at your best. For more information, give him a call at 248-426-9944 or visit him at michigansportsandspine.com.
All right, back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule. Young Justin in for DMAC KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the chat. Generational Alec, the real generational one, Alex, is here.
Oh, I appreciate that, Neil.
Yeah.
And make sure you tune into the generational watch party that will be tonight for the World Baseball Classic.
Shout out.
Really?
Doing a watch party for that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Me and Justin will be in the
Me,
house.
Nick, couple interns. We're going to get active.
USA.
Let's go!
So, speaking of that, by the way, tap into the Woodward Sports chat thread, subscribe to the channel. You want to skip the line, use the super chat like Sideless did. University of Michigan should expect a cakewalk to the playoffs every year. It's not Central Michigan, it's Michigan. Have some standards. Well, Sideless, they do expect it, but when it doesn't happen, it's somebody else's fault.
Sounds about right.
The coach's fault.
You got it, big dog.
What am I inaccurate about?
Dog, you got it. It's your world.
So you agree?
No.
Well, then what do you think it is?
I think it's you putting extra emphasis on a team that you don't like or a fan base that you don't like. So.
No. Why do you think they didn't make the playoff last year?
Because their coach is a fucking psychopath.
So it was the coach's fault.
It was a lot of the coach's fault.
Okay.
Definitely.
Wasn't the fact that the quarterback had 11 passing touchdowns.
He shares some blame. He needs to improve. But
see,
a big
I
part
didn't hear
of
you
it,
bring that up.
A big part of it is being coached. When your coach is like not non-existent, then I would say that's a problem.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the touchdowns. I'm worried about the interceptions. I mean, the key point, that Northwestern game last year.
Well, no one wanted to say, like, everyone's like, cut him loose. And remember about 5 to 6 games in, I said, guys, they can't cut him loose
because he has a turnover issue.
But you paying them this money. I'd much rather you die on your own shield. Like we say, Brad Holmes, take a swing. I'd much rather you make a move in free agency and fail than not try anything at all.
That's not what I saw from you guys after that Texas game.
Okay. Well, I was fighting a gut fight. I just wanted to see the kid try to improve.
Yes.
During the season. That's all.
And he needed, like, if they were going to let him loose, like, you need to let him learn how to let it loose. So you can't just go out there and expect him to, like, just first start. You know, even for those guys last year, that JDP and the Hawaii kid, the other 2 freshmen who, you know, we constantly talk about who had better seasons than Bryce Underwood, they had the ability to go cut it loose early. Like, JDP made multiple bad decisions early in the season. He had a 2 touchdown, 2 interception games early in the season and lost them games early in the season. Then in the back end, they really came through and started playing some good ball.
Hey, Spenny, who's quarterbacking for State this year?
Alessio Miljovic.
Oh, they're going to run him.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a name.
He'll have more yards than Bryce next year.
Maybe. Probably. He looked good at the end of the year last year. He was making plays. He's got the grit and the toughness that we saw. Good decision maker. Strong arm. Good at throwing on the run. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do in a full year.
Low key, yeah, low key. Yeah, I think he'll have a pretty nice season.
I think so too.
I think that your 3.5 win total is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes, the same as Purdue.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's a get. I'm putting that in the book right now. That's a get right. Take Michigan State's over in wins. That is 1,000% a get right. So, man, I got some Michigan State
get right
flavor
courtesy
on
of Justin.
Yes.
Yeah, that one also a college football get right for me as well. I love that. I can't I'd expect them to be at 5.5.
Yeah, I would agree. So I have Michigan State in the Sweet 16, And Michigan State over 3.5 wins. Wow, I'm
There we
turning
go.
into a Sparty.
We always knew this was your future.
Well, the standards are so low now, Spenny.
Yeah,
that
that's. I mean,
I'm buying low. You know, this is like after the market crashes.
It's a good move.
I equate this to when Ford stock was $1.80 a share.
Yeah.
I swept in and bought a lot of it, and
what a time to be alive.
I mean, you get 2 free wins against Toledo and Eastern, and then you're just telling me you got to beat Northwestern at home or Washington at home or at Rutgers, like to get home. Like, that's so doable.
Oh, I definitely agree. They're gonna get to a bowl, Spenny.
hopefully,
They better.
I hope so.
That seems aggressive though. If the
It
Vegas line's
seems
3.5,
aggressive because they do play at Notre Dame, at Michigan, versus Oregon. That's pretty much it, though. Not awful, but still 3 losses right
I hope
there.
so, man.
CJ Carr is the Heisman
Yeah.
favorite.
That's where we're at.
With Arch right behind him.
Interesting world we live in.
They love that half a season from Arch, boy.
I don't know how Trinidad Chambliss isn't the
Have we ever seen a
Favorite.
freshman like CJ Carr?
yes.
But not Bryce.
No, we've seen freshmen like Bryce too.
Okay. I have to ask these things.
Have you seen a sports
Bryce
broadcaster
is-
like Neil?
Bryce is ordinary until he proves otherwise. The stars and the money don't matter. He has to still prove a lot on the field.
Woodward's. You know what? Real quick, and I didn't mean for it to be like this. Michael Weary, hard to improve without a coach to teach you. I'm just saying.
Yep.
A QB coach and your head
That's
coach.
what we've been saying.
She's like,
So maybe you'll get through to him.
he chasing ass and shit.
What?
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 I didn't even say anything. Now I had another question lined up, and now I forgot what it was. I hope you're happy with yourself, man. I hope you're happy.
Old Neil Rules got it.
I am
We ain't
happy.
worried.
I'm extremely happy right now.
Josh Hoover's 12-1.
Larry Hoover.
Darian Mensah's 13-1. Sam Levitt's 16-1. Really?
Spartan legend.
I think my favorite one on here, if you were to take a bullet to my head and be like, bet one of these, because I wouldn't bet any of them right now, but Jaden Maava at plus 2,500.
Do they have Noah Kim's Heisman odds in there?
No, but
I'm just asking.
Oddly enough,
I'm asking for free.
Oddly enough, they do have his passing touchdown totals.
I love you, man. Never
And guess who
change.
they are more than?
It never changed, dude.
That's weird. That's weird. Okay.
Jackson Arnold still playing college football.
I know.
It's a different age.
Have we like is it dumb now? Like it seems dumb
It's
now.
dumb.
It's bad. Yeah, it's getting bad.
But I'll be watching. See, I'm the one though. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like,
I'm
I'll be watching.
watching.
Week 0.
oh, yeah.
Oh, week 0, North Carolina, TCU. I'm in, baby. I'm right in there.
Where are they playing at? The Moon? Where are they playing at?
I don't know. I'll look
The moon.
Dubai? Like what? They got to be playing somewhere dumb, right?
probably like the Panther Stadium would be my guess.
Are they playing in Ireland or London?
The Tepper Bowl.
International game for
Yeah, O2 Stadium in London or whatever it is.
O2.
Tottenham Spurs.
going to Brazil.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. Trinidad.
Favorite place?
Where?
Ireland.
Ireland? Of course it is. Why? Why would it not be? Why would it not be, man?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
That is foolish.
Dude, why are they playing in? See, like, it made sense when Notre Dame did it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
No
it
other
makes
team
no
makes sense.
sense to start the season in Ireland.
Woodward Sports chat thread 33 Illuminate. I hope Bryce catches Neil at some event one day and corners him. To do what?
God damn.
To do what?
Oh, man.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird fantasies going on in the chat right now. You and Bryce, you and Wojo. I don't know what these guys are. Like,
Mike did say it was getting fruity.
yeah.
Yeah, I would just add, I mean, do you think that you were generational? Like if he was like mad, I would say, Bryce, look, you said you were generational. Do you think that you were generational?
He's a kid making a tweet. You've never been a kid making a tweet? Oh, well, nah. You're up there in age.
Yeah.
You've been an adult making a tweet, though, or an irrational tweet before. I'm
What
sure
do you mean?
have. I'm sure you've made irrational tweets.
Not that I recall.
Oh, okay.
Not that I recall.
Pristine record, huh?
Now, I would like to chop it up with them sometime. I would ask him about
Oh,
that.
that's dead, buddy.
No, like if I were standing there, like I would ask him about that.
He walked right past you.
Okay. I would like to talk
He's
to
got
him
a
about
picture
it,
of
though.
Neil in his bedroom with a dartboard.
Take this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Neil's Bryce Underwood sleep paralysis demon. It sits in the corner. Were you really generational, Bryce?
Mary in the chat. Neil is only one paycheck away from becoming a Sparty, just like I'm one paycheck away from becoming a Michigan.
Everything will change if that happens.
100. I'm honest about
We
it.
need to get that check here stat, though. I'm telling you.
Please.
The Ski Mask Boy. Molson beer is underrated. You like Molson beer, Spenny?
Molson?
I do.
Molson's solid, yeah.
It's
Molson's
okay.
solid. My mom used to drink Molson growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Triple X.
Yeah, that was hers, yeah.
Yeah, the Triple X was fun.
Dude, me and Bomber had so many beers in the LeBlat Blue Club. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
cool invite, dude.
I only had. You always say no because you always have your show.
Yes. Blow me 6969. Spenny, props for you for even pronouncing his name. I won't even attempt it.
Shout out. Alessio, he's a dog. I was DMing him earlier this year.
Were you?
Yeah.
You get him on the show?
Try to.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Let me know if you need their media people's contact info.
Yeah.
They got a pretty solid media team.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Got the MSU plugs. Look at this guy.
I'm friendly with everybody.
Oh,
Michigan.
sure.
I'm friendly with the Michigan people. What?
I'm just looking at you. I can't look at you.
Maybe it is getting fruit.
I'm reading expressions off of your face. That's all. Like,
All
I
right.
don't know what you want from me.
We'll read this expression. Sun Cruiser's really good, everybody. Sun Cruiser's elite. 4.5. It's generational, some would say. 4.5% alcohol, just 100 calories, and only 1 gram of sugar, and no bubbles, by the way. These things, they're good for any situation. You can drink them in the wintertime, the summertime, on the golf course, at the beach. If you're wishing it was summer, you can crack a couple of these open. I'm more the lemonade flavor variety, but I like the lemonade iced tea split as well. They have the classic iced tea. The pink lemonade, Spencer's a big fan of that one. He gets the tall guys of these. The party store by his house, they get them specifically for him. He comes and buys them. You guys have sent me photos before on social media, having them at the Cleveland Guardians Tigers game down in Cleveland. So there you have it, everybody. It fits every occasion. They taste great. Real iced tea, real vodka. Sun Cruiser, proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
We talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations. But real life, that's not always easy. At Woodward Sports, you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. No cookie-cutter plan. With 16 locations in Michigan and 2 in Ohio, they make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, visit PurePsychMI.com.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Young Justin in for D-Mac. I'm Neil Rule. KG, Spencer, Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Generational Alex is here also. Below me, 6969 in the super chat.
Hell of a name.
Don't sleep on UCLA and Bob Chesney. Good hire. I will sleep on UCLA until I'm woken
further
up by
notice.
them, you know, like, yeah.
They'll be solid. Nico played really well at the back half of last year, and I'm a hater of Nico, so I'll give him credit where credit's due.
The Ski Mask Boy. KG and Neil have a lovely relationship.
We actually do.
Edward Krunsky. Neil sees KG as, quote, one of the good ones, U of M fans.
You do. I'm one of your 3 Michigan friends.
Yeah,
so.
you're one of the good ones, KG.
Well, thank you, Neil. you don't see maize and blue. I know.
Yeah. I got a friend who's a Michigan fan. He's right here.
Oh man, never change, deal.
I hang out in Ann Arbor all the time.
I know a lot of people over there. Yes. No, it is. All right. It is a Rest in Peace Tuesday. We are going to get to there. But there is a pressing question. As the dust settles on NFL free agency, Spenny asked a baseline question. And I'm curious to get the people's take on it. And I'll get called a slappy or whatever. But by and large, look. He asked a question. Is Brad Holmes' plan of attack for free agency, is it the right way to go? Is his free agency plan flawed? And for me, look, I had one die on the hill thing. We had to get a center. We didn't have time. Now, going back to it, as far as centers were concerned, there was Linderbaum, and then everybody else was kind of similar tier. Is that fair?
Yes.
Stop me if I'm being crazy here.
Maybe McGovern, but
But
still
he was never available.
Lindenbaum, yeah.
McGovern was never available.
He was not.
So there you have it. So it was Linderbaum, and it was kind of like a upper middle class of centers that were left over. That was my die on the hill, non-negotiable, has to be done. And he did it. I also said, and I thought maybe they would go the draft route with it, but with Petzing and the system they're going to run, they had a need for additional tight ends.
Yes.
They did. They signed a professional tight end.
Yes.
Not, no one's going to think that he's Tony Gonzalez, but, at the same time, he's not Eric Ebron, right?
Yeah.
He's a professional in this league.
He can block and he can catch passes.
Boom.
There's not much more you got to ask for.
Right, that's it. So, if at a base level, I was to recap free agency for the Lions, and of course, Spenny's favorite, Larry Borum is here too.
Larry June, as he calls him.
Larry June.
Great album, Larry June.
Great album. I'll leave that aside. Spenny will get back to that one after the draft. They are going to draft the tackle.
They fucking better.
Yeah. They will. Spenny, I promise you. I promise you they will. So all in all, while it might not have been a steak dinner with an appetizer and butter cake dessert, it didn't have the flavor that you wanted it to. It had enough for me to. It was basically a Chipotle bowl. It was fine.
I don't
it was fine. I was hungry.
I don't even know if you
I
call
got
it
food.
I can't give you Chipotle bowl.
I'm
What
saying
I
it's a
can
4
give
for
you
4 from
is-
Wendy's.
You're right. It's to go.
Well, I was gonna say homemade.
They're
ground
around the
beef
same price.
Tacos.
They're around the same.
Homemade ground beef tacos.
Sure. So okay, that's fine.
White people taco night.
Yeah, white people taco.
Okay, that's
night.
fair.
That's what I think.
It's
you got.
good.
That's 5-star cuisine for something.
All right, relax.
Yeah. No,
Get some flavor.
It's fine. It did the job. I needed a center. They got a tight. Had to have a center. Now, they weren't going to get Linderbaum and we all agreed that was irresponsible. Yeah. So then I would back it up to ask the question, when people talk about McGovern, I don't deal in that space. When guys don't get traded or they don't leave their team, then they weren't available. You know how I know? They didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They stayed in the same place. You can agree with that, disagree with it. I work in reality. That's where I live. So, the center thing, it was about as good as you could do, and everyone seems happy with it.
Would you argue that they could have maybe spent a little more money in terms of the dish being prepared?
As far as what?
You call it a Chipotle bowl, but could you have went to
homemade taco night? That's fine.
Could you have went to an authentic Mexican restaurant and got a bowl from there?
Sure.
Couple more dollars, but you're getting more satisfactory things.
But what's the what on that? Though?
That was
what's the what? What's the positional philosophy? Give me.
I would say it's positionless, but when you look at the way your defense is right now, there's a lot of defensive pieces that went early in free agency that you could have got your hands on. Even if it was just one single ancillary piece, you could have done something, and you didn't. Are you
talking about the Briskers, the C.J. Gardner-Johnsons, those?
Take your pick. At edge, at safety, linebacker, take your pick.
I think that Brad's going to do what Brad does. And this offseason will not be complete until the draft. And I think that he's going to be very aggressive in the draft to get his guys that he knows that, like, this will be a variation off BPA because it's going to be BPA best position available for what he needs.
And I think that you will see him, as you said, get aggressive in terms of moving around because he's shown that's his resume.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something he's done once. Like, he's done it multiple times. That's his thing.
I can't remember a year he hasn't done it.
Right. And, like, again, I know that we all want to freak out and everything like that, but the book's not written.
Yeah.
And for Spencer's sake, it better not be.
Right.
Because I don't want to see what Spencer's going to do.
If Larry June is your starting left tackle or your starting tackle, you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh. It's tough.
And
especially in this division with the high quality edge rushers.
That and if you are, you're going to have to rely on now an edge rusher and a tackle both being rookies and both being extremely high level players. So, it's not the greatest situation to be in, but that's where you are. And I still believe that they're going to sign an edge rusher at some point because they kind of fucking have to.
Yeah.
Like, you literally only have 2 on your roster right now. So we'll see what happens. But I just think that he always says he doesn't fill needs in the draft. He fills needs in free agency, and he gets to the best player available in the draft, acquires talent in the draft. Well, you still have needs that are needed to be filled.
Yeah.
Larry Borum is not a starting caliber offensive lineman in the NFL. He cannot be your starting tackle going into next season. That is still a need. Ahmed Hassanin is not a starting caliber defensive end in the NFL. He cannot be that going into next season. That is a need. Defensive tackle depth is a need. You cannot rely on Live Onzarike to be your third defensive tackle. It's just like, you can nickel and dime, and then you can go to the bargain bin at the dollar store, and there is a difference.
And saying he don't draft a need, that's kind of overblown. We've seen him draft a need, in particular 2024, top of that draft. But as of right now, would you say that Brad Holmes has done enough in free agency, in your eyes?
I have to see the draft. Like, I have to. Like, I have to see the draft. I have to see training camp cuts. You know what? Like, there's 3 stages of roster building.
Yeah, I hear that.
And
but
guys
we just talking about this one right here. Like, has he done enough for you?
Barely.
He's done more than I expected. I didn't expect him to do much.
Your low expectations to not get disappointed.
Right.
Oh, I did. Very low. Bar was on the ground.
And he has to field a team once again. So
Detroit Dabber in the chat. Leisure suit Larry Borum. Spenny's not playing. Spenny's not playing around. Dude.
No, he's not.
Did you hear? And Spenny, I think day by day your fear grows, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Larry Borum I can tell.
It's
It
it's all fun and jokes, but
until he's out there.
Until you see 3 of these tackles go in the top 10 of the draft, and you're like, fuck, we have to reach now?
Yeah.
Like, that's not the plan I want to sit at. You saw what happened to Jared Goff last year when he wasn't protected. That's not where I want to be. If I'm trying to win a fucking Super Bowl, like, I think, are we all adjusting our expectations to let's just get back to the playoffs? Because that's a joke, if so.
You kind of got to.
I agree.
Like, we're not supposed to because our core is still in place and it's still supposed to be Super Bowl or bust. But how can you look at this roster, even once draft picks are acquired, and say this is a Super Bowl caliber roster?
Right now, without the draft, this team's not a Super Bowl team.
I don't even know what the draft they'll be.
And if you're relying on 2 picks in the first 4 rounds to make you a Super Bowl team, forget about it.
Would we say, though, to some degree that every team in the NFL relies on a pick at some point during a season?
Yes.
Not at left tackle and edge, though.
No,
in the same draft.
Fair.
That is fair.
Like, those are the 2 of the most important positions in the NFL.
What if it's a right tackle?
Same thing. Tackle.
Yeah, tackle, period.
Yeah.
Everybody assumed they're going to move Panay over. We still haven't heard that yet. So.
And I don't think that's best for the offensive line.
I don't either because he's been all pro at right. So, I mean, I know he played left coming out of college, but it's been a while. So,
Stotan coach, what would have actually made you happy, KG? Name and contract you saw out there that would have made you happy.
Once again, I'm not nailing it to a name, but I felt like you could have upgraded your edge position a little bit. Still yet to be seen whether you do.
So like Kwity Paye at 3 years at $48 million.
Hell no.
No.
Jalen Phillips 4 years, $120 million. Trey Hendrickson 4 at $112.
I'd take Clavon Chase on 1 year, $12 million easily. I would do what DeMarcus Lawrence got for the Seahawks last year, which was $2 million or 2 years, $9 million per easily. Like there are deals that were done. Jaquan Brisker back end, $9 million.
That's what I was going to say. Brisker
easily.
or Byard or Cam Jordan.
Because if Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch aren't healthy going into the playoffs, you're not winning the playoff.
No.
They are too important for this team, especially if you don't change the defense.
All right, let's take the break and come back. Rest in peace Tuesday. Spenny's going to put Larry Borum in the coffin.
Rest in peace, Larry June.
I like that guy's music.
Let's talk about Ben Johnson, everyone. What does your justice mean to you? Is it a settlement? Is it a verdict? How does that look to you? You need the fighter on your side to get that justice. You need Ven Johnson Law. Go to venfights.com. Get tough, tenacious trial lawyers. You know that insurance company has an army of lawyers on their side. Get somebody that can take them on. Go to venfights.com. Get the fighter. Get Ven Johnson Law.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
The ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Justin Stow here to tell you about Jars Cannabis. During every Grand Rapids Gold game in the month of March, when the Gold score a two-pointer, go into any Jars Michigan location for a free product. When you mention Gold scores, you stash. Promotion. Everyone is a winner at the Grand Rapids Gold games. One per user. Offer is valid for Jungle Juice, Edible Gem, Mr. Vapor Swords, or Spider Legs, and there's a point score in every game. So go get yourselves free weed.
If the goal can get to 2 points, you win.
I hope so.
You're right.
And look, man, you don't defend your way out of the G League, too. You got to score your way out of the G League. So that's what it is. You guys ready to put some people in the
Shout
coffin?
out Kenny Lofton, man.
Yep.
Why is that?
Legend. 52 points on the last day of the season.
Oh, basketball Kenny Lofton. I thought you were talking about like the Cleveland Indians Kenny
Yeah,
Lofton.
right. Baseball Kenny.
Yeah. I would say he used to murder the Tigers.
NIT
man.
legend.
That is true. Kenny Lofton. You guys ready to put some people in the coffin?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
All right. It is Rest in Peace Tuesday. It is brought to you by Art and Jake's. And we go around the room and put people in the proverbial sports coffin. We do not wish death on people or anything like that. It's a humorous look at the sports world. And maybe it is over for some people. We'll see.
Yeah.
Spencer Raxter bats leadoff. Who you putting in the coffin, Spencer Raxter?
R.I.P. Bruce fucking Pearl, dude. Like, oh
Bro.
my God. That was some of the
Seriously.
worst shit I've ever... Like, there's carrying water, and then there's doing whatever the fuck
Nepo
Bruce
shit.
Pearl was
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
on the selection show. I am glad my GOAT, Clark Kellogg, checked his ass and was like, all right, no, we're not talking about a 17-11 team like this right now. So, Bruce Pearl, like... Auburn sucks, dude. They're not good. We played the number one strength of schedule. They didn't make the tournament for a reason because they're not good. If you play in the SEC, you're going to have a top 10 strength of schedule. So that's not an excuse. Bruce Pearl, that was embarrassing stuff. And shout out to Clark Kellogg for not allowing him to do that.
He stood up to him, too.
Yeah.
And he moved on, like... Clark Kellogg started beating him up.
Because he knows he can't. What are you like programming for? There is nothing to back your statements. It was just blatant fandom.
And Kellogg wasn't having the Miami, Ohio slander.
Yeah.
Wasn't having it. So he moved on to mid-sentence, went to SMU.
He did.
You know, yeah, it was bad, man. It was really, really bad. But, you know, it's funny, too, because – and I like Bruce Pearl. I do.
Great coach.
Was, 100%. Very, very good
Son,
coach.
not so much.
A New York Magazine writer said about Bruce Pearl, the man who was kicked out of his sport for lying to the NCAA, who was banished to Division II Wilderness for setting up an 18-year-old kid because he lost a recruiting battle, who was fired from one SEC job by breaking rules just to hop to another one when they decided all they cared about was winning, is now the face of college basketball. It's kind of fitting when you all think about it, though, right?
Yeah.
Very fitting for the NCAA.
KG, who you putting in the coffin?
Rest in peace to anybody that feels like Justin Fields will do anything for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You know,
enough
KG,
now. Enough now.
You know this arc.
Enough now, bro. I'm done. I'm sick of it. There's people making legit arguments in fucking chat rooms and comment sections about what Justin Fields is going to do as a Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, they are trying to tank. They are trying to get a better pick for next year, so when Mahomes comes back, he's going to have a plethora of weapons and options around him. I'm sick. This Justin Fields to KC shit. What are we doing here, y'all?
This
Seriously.
is the Justin Fields arc.
Oh, my God.
And I don't get it. Like, there's always more. There's always something left with Justin Fields all the time.
Enough now.
He'll be good in fantasy.
Can we agree? Okay. Can we agree that everything is in place for Justin Fields to succeed? And if he doesn't here, then it just wasn't going to happen?
No, because they already signed a running back.
No, I'm saying, can we not do the Justin Fields arc again?
Yeah. No.
For, like, after this season's over and he goes to Arizona or something?
Yeah.
Like, can we just say that it's over?
It's been over.
I know, but...
I believe in Justin Fields.
Do you really?
Come on,
Yeah, I
Smitty.
do. I believe in Justin Fields.
Enough,
You
man.
think he's going to do something there?
I think he'll do something there. Yeah, Andy
Something like
Andy
what?
Reid can get something out of him. You remember what Mike Vick looked like? No, I'm just kidding.
Man, don't you dare disrespect Mike Vick like that.
No, Justin Fields will be fine.
I see what you did there.
Nick Lucida, rest in peace, Alabama basketball. They'll just get the Mozzie Smith attorney on that case. He'll be on that plane.
It's Bama, bro. Come on, dog.
He'll be on that plane.
He will.
Yeah, their star was caught with a murder weapon a couple years ago when
Yeah.
he was still there.
I'm laughing at it too, like the fans. Can I get your thoughts on that?
What?
Should Alabama's player be held out of the NCAA tournament if he posts bail?
If he posts bail, no. He's free, you know. Like,
I'm out on bail, fresh out of jail, Alabama dreaming.
But I do agree. I think that, you know, it's going to be the Mozzie Smith thing. He's going to, you know, get out day before. They're going to fly him down.
Right.
He'll be there. Don't worry.
Game time
As
decision.
he should. Stop arresting people for weed. The fuck?
Facts.
But also don't have a pound in the South. Like, come
mean,
on, bro. You gotta be a little smarter to that. I'm
Hey,
just
man,
saying.
if he went to school in Michigan, he'll be legal.
This is a classic example of both things can be true. Stop arresting people for weed.
Yeah.
Don't have a pound of it in the trunk.
In the South.
In the South.
Where you can get life for that shit.
Yeah.
You can get a life sentence for that in the South.
Stop arresting people for weed.
Yeah.
Don't have a pound in the trunk. You ain't Warren G. All right?
Why do you even need a pound?
Right?
I smoke a lot of weed. If I could buy a pound at a time, I'll buy it a pound at a time.
No, absolutely, but you ain't rolling around with it, though.
No. I mean, you got to transport it at some point, though.
You do. Just
Like
don't
leaving
get
the
caught.
store.
Yeah.
Don't get caught, though.
That's all. Like, that's all. That's my only. Both things can be true here.
Yeah.
I see both sides of it. I do.
For
So,
sure. Yeah. You got to know where you're at.
You do. Absolutely. Generational Alex.
Yeah.
Who are you putting in the coffin?
Yes. Sorry, Spenny. I'm putting Justin Fields in the coffin. Sorry. Damn. There's no way. Like, Justin Fields' career has been on just a consistent downslope, it feels like. Like, you were a Bear, so, like, sorry about that. I mean, he was okay with the Bears. He did good. And then you were part of the Jets. And now, what really, like, puts him in the coffin for me is the headline, there were multiple teams inquiring about him, but Justin Fields wanted to go to Kansas City. Why? Why do you want to go to Kansas City? Even if they're in a gap year, even if they're in Vegas is not going to let Mahomes sit. He's too much money. Like, just why? So RIP Justin Fields. You're never playing football again. I don't know.
But he will. He'll be out there.
Yeah,
and
he
people
will
will
be
be
out there.
believing.
He'll start the season.
100% he will.
Yep.
Spenny's getting a KC Justin Fields jersey.
Right.
Justin Fields is the man, dude.
And he'll have 100 rushing yards in a game, and everybody will think he's
Oh,
bad. Yeah.
I got to see they'll play the Raiders the first week.
Yeah, like some bullshit.
And they'll win like 31-10.
Right.
And he'll have 2 rushing touchdowns and 88 rushing yards. And people are like, see, I told you.
Raiders
Right.
might be good next year, though. Don't count out the Raiders.
know.
Linderbaum and Crosby's back. Never know.
I know. Still the Raiders, man.
That's
Snitching Shad in the Super Chat. Goff is going to dig into the haters next season when the Lions win the Super Bowl. So there's that one out there
I
also.
hope so, man.
Dante 151 in the Super Bowl or in the Super Chat. Rest in peace to people who want a mobile quarterback for the Lions. It's not going to happen. Also, rest in peace to the Dolphins. The Dolphins could go 0-17.
They very well could. They don't have a player making more than $11 million a year on their roster right now, and they're like over the cap.
But it's not real.
But it's not real.
Does it seem, Spenny, does it seem real at least?
I mean, it seems real to us
Right.
It's still real.
for some reason.
It seems real. I'll just say it like that. It seems very real in Miami and New Orleans too. Even though their fans are telling me we signed free agents.
And in Detroit.
That is true. Who farted? Rest in peace, Patrick Mahomes' legacy after Justin Fields wins a Super Bowl in Kansas City.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God. This show do rest in peace for the year. Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Can we get Justin Fields odds to be the NFL MVP?
Oh, my God.
Spenny's interested. He's
About as good as Bryce's Heisman odds right now.
A couple shekels on it.
he'll put 50 cents on it,
Put
right?
50 cents on it. Yeah.
50 cents.
50 cents to win $4.4 million. Young Justin, rest in peace. Brought to you by Art and Jakes.
Justin Fields plus 20,000.
There we
to
go.
win the MVP. There you go, Spenny. This is
Value
one
play.
that has been thrown out there before, but this will be the last time. And it's the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are officially done. They are blowing it up. They have no culture. They have no fight. They have no will. Austin Matthews has tore his ACL, and no one cared. Literally watched their entire team just sit there and watch to see if it was a clean hit on the video board before even taking action. That's some pussy shit. And when you play pussy hockey, it doesn't work. So rest in peace for the last time, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Big Four.
We'll and that to be the last breaths we utter of the Maple Leafs until about this time next year.
Yep.
So that's how it will work.
Unless they trade Austin Matthews to the Red Wings.
Freddie felt 3-1. Why would you want him?
He's a 2C.
He's one of the best goal scorers in the history of the NHL.
He is also a very, very good goal scorer.
So put him in the coffin, or you want him here?
He said Maple Leafs.
I
not
said
Austin
Maple
Matthews.
Leafs, not Austin Matthews. I'd love Austin Matthews.
Look, he looking for an angle. I love Daniil looking for an angle face. It's the best shit
I
in
know.
town.
That's wild.
It's the tone.
Freddie felt 3-1.
You wouldn't want Austin Matthews?
What's that?
You wouldn't want Austin Matthews as a depreciating asset who's coming off
depending on cost of
depending
on cost of acquisition. Depending on cost of acquisition.
Casper and 2 firsts.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, but they would get more than that.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
He's also up for contract in the next couple of years.
Okay. Casper.
Coming off an injury.
Why not just give him Lindsey Hunter and Terry Mills while you're at it too?
I didn't know we were talking basketball.
All right.
No, we're talking hockey.
Ruddy felt 313 in the chat. Rest in peace to me working for the rest of the week. Happy March Madness. Sideless. I was in attendance in the super chat, by the way. I was in attendance for the Justin Fields funeral in Ford Field back in 2022. I was yelling, "Throw the damn towel!" the entire second half. It's been over. Last in I guess least, whatever you want to call it. For me, this is for me. Rest in peace to the World Baseball Classic tonight after it's over. Like, guys, come on, man. Eduardo Rodriguez is starting for Venezuela.
Bro, don't hate. Come on, man.
Nolan McLean is starting for Team USA.
Come on.
Hey, shout out. They're doing the watch party tonight. Watch it if you want to. But like,
we know Neil won't.
Let me tell you how this is going to go down tonight. I'll watch because Venezuelan fans are awesome and they're
awesome.
a fun
Super
watch.
hot.
Yeah,
They're
they're fun to watch.
You should have
Very
seen them
fun
in
to
the
watch.
stadium when Trey Turner hit the grand slam to put him in the coffin. Oh my God, it was beautiful. From screeching and shaking their noisemakers, just sitting there in peril. Oh, it was beautiful. It's gonna happen tonight again. Get ready to eat American glory. Give me the Eagles, Spenny.
Okay, So if they lose, will there be outrage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nolan McClain couldn't get it done.
They have a chance at immortality.
You know what? That's enough. Rest in peace. Brought to you by Art and Jakes. When we come back, Dr. Pierce. Dr. Pierce will join us. I got some baseline I got to drill down on this Achilles stuff with Dr. Pierce and Kirby's knee and all this. Like, we gotta put it out there because Spencer's depressed, right? And I want my friend to feel better.
Larry Borum injury update coming to you next.
All right. Let's talk about Buddy's Pizza, everybody. That's right, Buddy's Pizza here in the house. It is March. You'll be doing the watch parties. You'll be consuming a ton of college basketball. Get the Buddy's Pizza, man. Make your watch party a Detroit-style watch party. Go to buddyspizza.com. Get 20% off a catering order of $200 or more. You're going to have the squad over. Get the best in the game. Get the original Detroit-style pizza. The salad, the pasta, all of it is there for you. buddyspizza.com. Promo code Woodward20. Buddy's, the original Detroit-style pizza since 1946.
And what about Sam Adams?
You guys already know about Sam Adams, everybody. Full court flavor. If you're going to be watching college basketball, you need a beer that can go all 40 minutes. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat is brewed with real Michigan cherries as well. We'll be having some at Art and Jake's when we do our watch party on Thursday night, and you can do the same. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Goes on inside the game.
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shaq.
Touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shaq.
Hey, Spinny, can you give me the two box while I try and figure this out?
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
One, Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you carrying the best products in the game. Hello, pre-rolls. You heard of the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas, but now they've got their own line of concentrates. They've got this live rosin Blue Night. It is delicious. Make sure you guys check that stuff out. Also, if you don't like all the concentrates and all that, they got good old-fashioned doobies as well with their flour-only pre-rolls. So check it out. Go to getmadpacks.com and find it near you today. And Justin, what about massage chair?
And the perfect thing to do after you hit the bad packs is go sit in a massage chair. So upgrade your relaxation game with the Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, featuring brands like the Infinity and the Osaki. It is the destination for premium and cutting-edge wellness technology. Experience the difference with Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, and the creator of the #1 YouTube channel, massage chair channel, The Wellness Doc. So book a visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code above my head. And Massage Chair House, the ultimate ticket to your recovery and relaxation.
All right, back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Real quick on the Woodward Sports chat, just some reaction to the World Baseball Classic. David G. We could have Scooble, but he gave up. Hey, Paul Skeens didn't even make it through the 5th inning. He quit too in the 4th inning.
I'd take Scooble for 5 more innings.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Nolan McClain had a 2.06 ERA last year.
No, he's dirty. He had a bad start.
Yeah, well, A, he had a bad start, and B, he'll throw what, 3 innings?
Yeah. I mean,
it's not real, guys. It's not like the hockey. It's not real.
They're going to lean on the bullpen because the U.S. has some horses back there, and they're all rested because they got the day off between the championship game, unlike Italy and Venezuela. I think that's a huge advantage.
All right. Right now, we are joined, as we always are, on Tuesdays by the doc. That's right. Dr. Pierce is here, courtesy of the Michigan Sports and Spine Center, the fine purveyor of that establishment. Also, his visit's powered by Amon-Ra of Southfield. And, Doc, I appreciate you coming in. Hey, don't you wish you were in Florida right now? I bet you do.
Yeah, I honestly do. I cannot lie.
Yeah. Doc, I'm asking you for help right now because our good friend Spencer Raxter, I can hear it in his voice. He's ready to crack about the Lions. He is. And so I guess, Doc, my question is this, because we've been talking a lot about free agency, and I'm not here to ask you about your thoughts on free agency or anything like that.
Good.
I am, however, here to ask you your opinion. And look, I know that we've covered it before, but as we get to this moment where the heavy lifting in free agency is done, there'll be like some sprinkle pieces. Now we kind of turn our attention to the draft. The Lions at the safety position, they have holes everywhere. Namely Brian Branch, namely Kirby Joseph. Can we revisit that, Doc, in whatever order you prefer, Kirby or Branch? I don't know which one you want to go to first, but we've talked about the Achilles. We've talked about Kirby's knee.
Well, since we got knee on the back wall, maybe we'll start with Kirby.
Start with Kirby then. Let's do that. Can we help our friend Spence? Can you give me the path here? Because every time I see it, I always see that like hellacious looking picture of Kirby's knee where it's basically like a pizza dough ball, right? That's sitting on his leg.
Yeah.
And you're not, again, full disclaimer, you're not the treating doctor in this. You don't have access to the records and all that kind of stuff.
Could be better off if I was the treating doctor.
Oh, expand on that, please.
Whoa,
expand on that,
throw
please,
that
Doc.
out there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, Kirby we've talked about a lot. We've hoped it was fine. We're showing some on the back wall there, some anatomy of the knee. I don't know if you want me to get up, but basically that's the kneecap. Those are the big muscles coming in from the quads, from the hand, the upper leg. There you're highlighting where the surfaces are, where the cartilage are, where the meniscus are. So just to get some baseline anatomy, this is basically, the muscles coming and crossing the joint itself. Look how much anatomy is there that could potentially go wrong. And when Kirby's saying, I think I'm okay, I'm not okay, what happens is those muscles are fine and then all of a sudden they're not, right? So the muscles are strong and they're active and then they're in the rest phase and then he's resting certain ligaments. All those little tight tendons there, I should probably get up and show you. Yeah. But the muscle, how it comes into those tendons is really where a lot of instability is for him at this point. Does he have big quads? Does he, you're seeing that swelling, which is always a problem. We don't like swelling. You're showing a picture of the cartilage right now. Those are the cushion parts of the knee where the top bone, the femur is coming in the tibia. Right there you see that small bone, that's the fibula. So that's the outside. So there's a lot of anatomy there that can go wrong. And so when we say a knee injury, everybody thinks it's just one thing. But look at all that stuff that could potentially be irritated and causing him discomfort. So at this point, he has tried to do it non-surgically. So that cartilage and the muscle itself, he's not having problems with. It's the knee joint itself. So when you saw the picture with all the needles in them and the
puffiness,
puncture, pressure, all that stuff, dry needling techniques, those are softer, more non-invasive. Now at this point, I've pushed, and I've said this before, you go in there and you clean those surfaces out. This is a nice, clean, healthy knee that you're seeing, but if we pull up a knee that's like older, arthritic, injury-prone, you can see all those edges a little bit rough, we call bone spurs or degenerative thorns, which I also say, which is probably what's bothering him the most with that irritation. When he continues to swell, you're worried about the pure anatomy itself. So does it mean that he needs a joint replacement? No. Does it mean he probably needs to be scoped and then have secret sauce after? 100%. That's kind of where I am with him. We haven't really heard much. Spence is worried, is he going to be 100%? I'm hoping he's going to be 100%, but I do have my doubts. Like I've said before, he probably needs to be scoped. His time frame is right now because you need a good 6 to 8 weeks after to really get everything firing again. So that's a lot of talking of.
No, but Doc, it doesn't sound positive, I guess. Look, we go to doctors for reassurances, right? Like that's essentially what we go to doctors for. We want reassurances. If you had to, and again, this is totally unfair to ask of you. I understand that. You're not the treating doctor. But your experience in the game and the people that you've dealt with before, it's just in an age of of information. I don't want to call it spin, but in an age where information is more available than it's ever been, right? Throughout the history of time, you're not even getting the corporate. You know what I mean? Like the Red Wings say Dylan Larkin back in 2 weeks for reevaluation.
Right.
You know, like with the Kirby thing, like we don't hear anything like at all. Ever.
Well, they don't have to, right? We're not here
No,
to please.
I understand that.
We're not here to please. Like this would lead more into the Max Crosby, knee injury is degenerative thing. Not to flip the switch here, but
Sure.
You're looking at guys with high football intelligence, add a lot to the locker room, add a lot as a leader on the field, and that's okay. You're trying to tell me that guys didn't play with degenerative changes in their knee or Kirby's, they're not. This isn't season ending. This is aggravating knee. Can he get through medical science to get through this? Absolutely. Is this career ending? No. Is Crosby career ending? No. Can you predict that he's going to get a good 3 to 5 years? I think with his mental toughness, his maturity, and the way he's going to play and the way he's going to commit to his body, because his body is his business, right? It's a corporation.
Sure.
It's a $100 million corporation or $50 million corporation.
Yeah, 85 in his case, yeah.
I mean, you can have your own personal trainer. Yeah, you have somebody massaging your knee 24/7 with that kind of price tag. But we won't get into that part of it. That'll add the secrets to the secret sauce.
Absolutely. Dr. Pierce, our guest, as he always is, every Tuesday, brought to you by the Michigan Sports and Spine Center. And all this knowledge and wisdom that you hear him talk about, he does it for the everyday sports fan as well. If you have something going on in your life, Michigan Sports and Spine Center is the move for you. He helped Tom Masway. He can help anybody.
That's right.
Yeah, he helped Tom Masway.
We motivated Spence. He's losing weight. He's in shape. I mean,
we can do it.
It's not always it's the influence and the information.
No, absolutely. Brian Branch, Doc.
Yeah.
Achilles, a little more, I guess, direct, right? Like there's more to it. There's more known about it. Achilles, I don't want to say like every Achilles is the same. What's the time frame? Because again, you're not the treating doctor. What is your percentage of getting back to being the Brian Branch we saw? Is that even possible to get back to 100% on that?
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about that. They wanted to finish with the knee thing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Just the knee pain, just kind of what we talked about, pain that persists longer than 2 weeks. You need to see somebody. Radiating pain and swelling, show of instability, you need to see somebody right away. Unable to put full weight on it, obviously you need to see somebody right away. But to get into the Achilles, I mean, I use Tatum from Boston as the gold standard now, right? We used to talk about Aaron Rodgers and Cousins as the Achilles, two different surgical approaches to that. And now you're talking about Brian Branch. What's his deal? He had a combination. I think his surgical repair was more like Kirk Cousins. And Tatum was, he was seen right away, had surgery within 24 or 48 hours, and just had the team pushing, and you had a guy who was mentally strong. Branch is also that way. So when you talk about quarterbacks, you talk about Aaron Rodgers, you talk about certain people, they don't have to be as mobile as a basketball player or a cornerback for a professional NFL team. So he's got to be mobile, right? So you're worried about the recovery and time frame. So I would say the day he had surgery, no sooner than 10 months before he's playing. If he's under a year, that's now considered an overachiever. I would pick him to be an overachiever. Is he healed? We haven't heard much about him either.
Yeah.
We haven't heard it,
It just, to me, though, it's like the Achilles is a little more cut and dry, though, for the most part, like medically.
Than Kirby's?
Yeah. There seems to be like some mystery around like what Kirby's situation is.
Kirby's doing his own thing. I mean, he's out there. He's out there saying, I'm trying. I've done the PRP. I've done the stem cells. I'm doing some of the secret sauce stuff. Is he doing peptides? He's probably doing all that to avoid surgery. And there's people doing it. Like I had a patient in my office yesterday, bilateral shoulder injuries from bench pressing because he thought he was still 20 years old. He did some of the peptides, and 2 weeks later, he's back to benching where he couldn't even lift his arms. So there's a lot of truth. I'm very pro cellular medicine, and the peptide is cellular medicine. Kirby is going more towards that what do we gotta call it? Not against the grain, but I think right now
more non-traditional or
non-traditional, or what is
non-surgical?
becoming more traditional for a subset of people. I mean, when you're like, I'm in Michigan, but I'm also in Florida. It's very common on every street corner. You're seeing these things, and we're seeing a lot of anecdotal recovery. The medical community is not following it. You know, when you're dealing with an NFL player, understand, it's like, well, you know, people are probably throwing out there, well, why aren't we just doing it for everybody? The medical community still has to go over through traditional medicine because, number one, there's lawyers, there's, you know, guys that are worth millions of dollars. If you say, I want you to try this, understand then there's a disclaimer because we haven't had enough science study behind it. But the science study behind steroids isn't showing positives later in the later years. You know, the pain medication, I can argue both ways. And right now I try to stay neutral. With Kirby, he is fighting to do it from a non-surgical, non-traditional way. I think he's pushed the limit. I think he needs to have it scoped and cleaned. And, you know, again, I'm not seeing him from what I know, and I'll be corrected by anybody at any moment. But right now, if he's treating under me and we're under this time frame and he's still swelling, I would have him pretty much have a scope at minimum, clean it up, follow it up with the secret sauce and proper therapy to have him ready. As far as Branch and his Achilles, we don't know. If he's having a perfect recovery, which I think Tatum is a great example of the perfect recovery.
Good segue, Doc, because that's where I was going to go. What is he like? Has he become like the benchmark for the Achilles now?
Right now,
Jason Tatum?
He is.
Wow.
I mean, Achilles is like the old ACL that puts you out a year. Now we're fighting for 4 to 6 months. We're going to fight that Achilles thing in 2 years from now. I guarantee you, 10 months would be the longest. I think we will get that down to that 6-7 months, depending what position you are.
Can you give me an example of that? Like just how it evolves, right? To where the ACL was the death sentence, to the Achilles becomes the death sentence, to now we can get you back from Achilles. What changed medically from Achilles as a death sentence to Jason Tatum's back in 10 months? Give me the science or, I guess, the technology behind it.
It's really the technology. It's the technology that started really in the hip, moved to the knee. The knee's always been, the knee and the shoulder have always been the leading. And then the elbow. The elbow with Tommy John surgery. I mean, you think about it before. It's just what becomes more popular, what isn't solved. You have other young doctors that are out there saying, I can do this better. I can do this better. The medical world, doesn't get a lot of credit, but we're fighting to always improve. The real science guys are always fighting to improve. How do we do it less? So when you talk about Achilles, when you talk about minimally invasive, that means there's less destruction to the natural anatomy. When we used to do a total knee or an ACL, you cut that thing wide open, you looked at everything, you scrape stuff out, and okay, you're better than you were. Now you make 3 little marks.
Pinhole
marks?
marks, yeah.
Pinhole marks, which you put a Band-Aid on when you're done. It's the same thing with Achilles. You're like Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how much you really want to get into this, but Aaron Rodgers was a push-pull, right? The Achilles is a long tendon. And on certain players, it's even longer, which puts them at risk. But it also creates speed and whatever. We can talk about that. But it tears, so it snaps and it recoils. What Aaron Rodgers had was pulling both sides together and bringing both of them together and meshing it back together. Where the normal is we cut it and we pull one down and we try to approximate each one and let it heal. And
they've kind of fused back together?
Yeah, like Larionov was probably one of my first major ones. And when he tore his, and it was a long recovery, and he never had that speed to come back. His hockey mind was great. Branch's football mind is great. But yeah, Tatum is probably the new standard. But by creating minimally invasive, better equipment, better healing, more understanding of what you're doing, the secret sauce is really, I play with it a lot, but it really is enhancing. There's certain medication for blood flow, for blood circulation. You're talking about the knee has poor blood circulation. Achilles is not great, but it's better than the knee. So we hopefully see better healing. And then an understanding from a therapy standpoint, how we're recovering. When the normal physiology is, I'm really going, you need about 4 to 6 months for normal physiology to really recover.
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, Jeff reviews. Branch had surgery on December 10th. So hopefully looking at about October.
At the earliest.
Doc, did you see Copper Larkin's injuries?
Copper Larkin. Help me.
On the wings. They
Oh,
got their leg.
That hyperextension of Larkin's knee.
Hyperextension on Larkin's knee, and then Cop got his leg fell onto.
Yeah. I didn't see it active. I heard about it. Did you have a specific question?
Yeah, I'm just worried on how long it's going to take for them to get
He's
back.
being Spencer right now with the wings.
Yeah, I am.
More immediate.
I am.
Yeah.
So Spenny,
I'm worried about the wings. I mean, I went live saying the wings weren't going to have any demise. We're going to just elevate from Larkin's excitement and all that, and
life moves pretty quick, doesn't it?
Life comes at you
changes
fast.
in a minute.
Spenny, do you feel any better now?
Nope.
Okay. So, Doc,
Spenny, I'll talk to you after.
You tried,
Doc.
and I tried. So
Look.
tonight, Doc, when we put our heads on our pillows, we're in the Lord's good graces because we know we did everything we could for a friend.
Spenny, it's going to be okay.
I hope so.
Kirby's going to be fine. I think he's not risking it. He knows his body the best. So I'm hoping he's making the best decisions for himself. So he should be getting there. Branch is just going to need his time. He's going to come back just as strong, if not stronger.
There you go.
Like
Absolutely.
Hutch. What did I say about Hutch?
Yeah.
Everybody was worried about Hutch.
Yeah.
I say he's going to come back stronger, smarter.
It's true. But
And
I'm
the
just
guy-
worried.
You said it was a very favorable injury, though. Like
I'm just worried that we need Branch now, and we won't
We
have him.
need a lot now.
Yeah.
we need him immediately.
We need him in March.
Yeah.
Doc, we appreciate you pulling up, man. No, we tried. Doc, we tried.
We try.
There you go. That's all we can do is try. man. Talk to you next
I'm
week.
here to help.
Are you going to be in Hawaii or something next week?
I will not be here next week. Hopefully I might be in Austin, Texas. What's the date next week?
24.
24th.
I'll be in Austin. We'll
right.
go live from Austin.
We'll catch up then. Doc, appreciate the time. For Young Justin, KG, Spencer Raxter, Generational Alex, I'm Neil Roll. Thanks for tapping in. Big D. Top 5 Wednesday tomorrow. Top 5 underdogs.
Top 5 underdogs.
In honor of March Madness. Well, see you later.
Deuce out.